Good morning, everybody. It's the first day of proper isolation for the UK. It gives me time to show you what I promised to show you, which is my exercise routine that I've used to get rid of the pain in my back. You don't need a lot of space. I've got just the room of the size of my yoga mat. It's very easy to do. So the first pose, I guess, or first step in the routine is just to sit and breathe with your eyes closed, cross-legged. Try and get your back as straight as possible. Now this is the bit that I find difficult, is keeping my knees down and my back straight. And then all you need to do is close your eyes and start breathing slowly in and out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay, so that's just basically a yoga pose. The next one is, I learnt it from watching Braille Skateboarding channel and from the skateboarder Andy Anderson, who's in the American Olympic team. So for this one, you're gonna stay in a sitting sort of position. Excuse my grubby socks. And you're gonna take your legs on the side. So you got, you can do whichever way you feel comfortable doing first. You take your left leg and your left foot, place it on top of your right knee. Take your right foot, I'll shuffle along so you can see, and put it like this, so your legs are almost in a line. So once you've got your legs in a line like this, as you can see, you then take your body and you're going to lay this way, so you're going to slide your hands out and then turn your head the opposite way, so it's a really big twist. Put your body down, reach out with these hands and just lay. So once you've done that one way, you do it the other way. The next one is just a yoga pose. It's a one-legged forward bend. But in turn, you choose a leg. I normally start with my right. So you take your first leg, whichever leg you're doing, stretch it out in front of you. Take your other leg, like this, and then drop it to the side. The flatter you can get that, the better. You may start up like here. May even start up here because you don't have the flexibility to go all the way down. When I started, my leg was about here, this new exercise routine, and try and stop this foot from going on the wonk. Keep that nice up and straight and let that leg drop. Now what you do is I like to place my hand on the leg that I'm about to reach for, so the idea is I'm going to reach for my toes. Now bear in mind, I couldn't do this at all about a month and a half ago. I could basically touch the beginning of my ankle here. I couldn't bend any further than that. So I've progressed quite a long way, and this is why my back's so better. So what I like to do is sit up straight, take a deep breath in, and as I breathe out, I slide my hand along my shin and to my toes. And you just go as far as your body can take you, and then just hold it. Don't go pushing it too far. Your body will naturally have tension in it. Those muscles can only stretch a certain distance at the point that you're at when you start doing this kind of stuff. So something I found quite difficult to learn, because I always wanted to push that bit further and just end up sweating and straining and not being able to hold the pose. So it's better just to hold the stretch at the point that you can reach to, rather than overstretch yourself. So here we go. Breath in. And then just hold it. Again, do the breathing. Keep your knee down and this knee down. And if you do feel like you can reach a bit further, I like to sometimes do that, like that. release and sit up. We're going to do the same with the other foot. Next, I think it's called cat stretch pose or something like that. So you start on your hands flat on the floor, parallel with the shoulders, knees parallel with your hips, and you breathe out and you're going to bend your back up and you tuck your head between your hands. So and then we're going to do the inverse. We're going to bend our back the other way. On the out breath, move. Until you head back. What I do now from the cat stretch pose is come back onto my knees and then slide my body forward. Now we're going to work on doing some lifts in your body, in your chest. So hands either side like this, looking forwards, and without using your hands, just those as stabilisation, lift your chest and breathe. And then back down. Now at the other end of my body, I think it's called locust pose. I'm now going to lift my legs, stuff in the way and everything, but like I said, you don't really need a lot of space. So now we're going to, again, hands in the same position as we were in the last one, side your body, and we're just going to lift those legs and hold them. Now we've stretched it a little bit this way and a little bit the back way. We're going to go for a big stretch on the front. So you can do this in gradually as well. So you can start with your hands further forwards and move them backwards, and that changes the degree of stretching your lower back. So your legs are together at the back there, and then you put your hands sort of like you're a pudding cat, and then you start pushing up. Now if you're not so stretchy, put your hands further forwards. As you get stretchier, you can go further back. Okay, and now this one is quite advanced, I guess. I don't recommend it if you're just starting, but the combination of those three, the little lift, the leg lift, and the cobra pose, I think it's called, can lead you into being able to do what's called a bow pose. So you can lift your legs at the back here, and you can take hold of each ankle. At first just do this. If you can get to this position, that's pretty good. It's quite a stretchy thing to do, I guess. Then what the idea of bow pose is you do both those actions at the same time. You lift out from the middle and you try and get your balance, which I haven't got, and let yourself back down. But yeah, don't do that bit straight away. So now we're going to do the forward bends. Get your legs as wide as possible. Hands on hips, and you take a deep breath in, and you're going to lean forwards on your out breath. Now you're going to try and reach your hands for the floor. I can get my hands flat at the moment, but you might just reach fingers, you might not even reach the floor. Deep breath in, and then out. Like that. So you want to lift your head slightly, use your fingers if you want. Then duck your head in between your arms, like so. Keeping your leg muscles straight. You'll feel a great pull on the inside hamstring. Now while I'm down here, I like to combine this with a move, I think it's called a cherry picker. Josh from Acosta Blade showed me on one of his stretch videos. So you start here, with your legs straight and strong. I'm going to have to shift a bit because my bum's touching the radiator. But you start and you tap, middle, back, forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back, middle, back, forward, back. And each time you go back, you'll feel a really big stretch. And up you go. And probably by now your hips are feeling pretty funky because you've been doing this wide leg thing. Got tension here, so to relieve that, I do a tree pose. So foot up like this. You can use your hand to assist and then use your muscles to tense it. You can rely on some of the friction from whatever clothing you're wearing or your leg or whatever. Probably up like that, foot off on the inside, hands together, just hold it. Do the same with the other leg. Crescent moon pose, I think it's called. Arms up, fingers in a point like this above your head, and then legs about hip width apart, and then lean one way. Breathe in and out. I don't know what this one's called, but it's like crescent moon pose, but you grab your wrist above your head and it pulls over a little further, so over you go. Again, the breathing does the stretching. And there you're done, really, that's it. Sometimes now I like to just do a couple of like these ones. I don't know what the footballers do these, don't they? So stand here and just put your leg like that. And pull it up to your butt. Back straight, and then if you extend it backwards, my knees always click when I do this. There we go. That's about it. That's all I do. Seems to have relieved my back pain for good if I do that in the morning and do that at night.